Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Hey, Virgos, in 10 days, we have another new moon coming. Yes, another moon phase. So yes, we're going to get prepared for that. Currently, we are in a waning gibbous moon. It's at 75%. So the moon still pretty illuminated, right? So yes, plus we have 4 planets that's retrograde. So we're going to get right into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Virgos as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have from our wonderful, amazing, intelligent, analytical, honest, reliable perfectionists who are also very loyal, kind, hardworking, practical virgins? That would be you, gods and goddesses. I'm talking to you, Virgos. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're not going to be talking about a number on today. Come back for Sunday for a number. Yes, let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have? Yes, so hopefully these moon phases, you all are starting to learn how these moon phases work, and you're moving through these moon phases successfully, which is nice. So yes, all right, great. Look at this. All right, we have the King of Pentacles. Nice, very, very nice. We also have the Moon card. Yes, yes. We have some Three of Swords. We're gonna make, let me see if I can make some room with some of these cards. Let me see if I can make some room here. Yes, we have the Three of Swords. We also have the Ten of Swords. We also have the Ace of Cups. And we also have the Nine of Cups. So in short, Virgos, it looks like the more and more you all are starting to learn how to balance out your own energy, you're allowing some things to fall by the wayside, whether they're relationships that are falling by the wayside, or even internal feelings about things like fear, doubt, addiction of any sort to anything. You could be addicted to a person, place, or thing, right? Or people, places, or things, right? When I talk about addiction, I'm not talking about drugs and alcohol. I mean, an addiction, like you just cannot give this thing up. You can't give this person up. So you all are starting to get this, right? You're starting to, instead of just feeling like you're heartbroken, you all are starting to balance out your own energy by taking action and leaving behind some things that don't serve your highest purpose, things that really were heartbreaking for you, some relationships that were really heartbreaking for you. So as divine feminine, and I'm talking to people who identify as men and women, as divine feminine signs, you're learning how to balance out. And so some of you all may have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your chart where you're really cutting off the air supply for people who felt like, it's like you've heard the saying, if I cut you off, it's because you gave me the scissors to cut you off. That kind of energy, right? Not that you actively sought to cut people off, but if they left your life or they felt like their energy was just literally sucking the life out of you, you just decided, hey, I'm just going to let that emotion fall by the wayside and I'm just going to keep on going, right? So you're getting to the heart of the matter as to why you may have over-nurtured, over-thought, right? Over-judged, over anything, right? But mainly over-nurtured. And so instead of being heartbroken, you're actually getting to the heart of the matter. And so that's very painful for some people to come to the realization that, you know what, I'm just going to have to let some of these relationships go. I need to just move on and just, it felt like it was literally sucking the life out of me. And so all the love that you had for other people, this is emotions, like deep emotions, all the deep emotions and love you have for other people, look, now you have them for yourself. And you feel like emotionally you hit the jackpot. Being in some relationships that are draining, that are heartbreaking, can leave you feeling emotionally bankrupt. And you're like, nah, I'm not interested in feeling emotionally bankrupt anymore. Nope, can't do it. That family member, that friend, that working relationship that made me feel emotionally bankrupt, no, not anymore. I can't do it, won't do it, right? Let's see what else the cards have to say. Yeah, some of the relationships have been just downright challenging, but I guess, again, Virgo, you don't look like what you've been through. Matter of fact, when we look at the Justice card, you actually took this sword and you took action, right? You're like, I'm trying to live my best life, so I'm taking this sword and I'm cutting that feeling out. Not only that, look at this. I want to show you something else. Okay, hold on. Let me show you another card, right? I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. I'm going to take this sword. I'm going to cut this thing off, death, rebirth. So, because there's a part of me that just wants to live again, right? I really just want to live again. You know how you get to a point where you're just being sick and tired of being sick and tired? Like, you know what? I notice how I feel when certain people aren't in my life. I notice how I feel when, I'm not even thinking about them. I feel great. So, what do I need to remove? I need to take this sword and remove them from my life so I can go back to doing things creatively that I love, really, really just doing things that I love to do. And so, this death rebirth card is attached to the planet Pluto, which is retrograde right now. So, a lot of you all are actually doing some decluttering. This justice card is attached to the sign Leo, and Leo, not Leo, Libra, and this moon card is attached to Pisces. So emotionally, you're feeling like it's like this. When you were around them, you were really feeling down, right? It was a tricky situation, right? Anybody that your emotions are telling you, God, every time I'm around them, I feel sad, I feel down, I feel like like I'm falling, like I'm sinking, those kind of relationships. I realize I got to cut those people out of my life and just let those relationships die so I can just, raise up again. And so your intuition is extremely heightened. Remember I said the waning gibbous moon is at like 70 something percent right now. So it looks pretty full. When you look out in the sky at night, it looks pretty full. It's not fully illuminated. But again, those emotions, you're starting to be completely honest with yourselves. You're like, you know what? I'm going to heal from these relationships that I've just allowed to just fall by the wayside. And I'm moving on, right? I'm moving on. I feel happier. I feel on fire. I feel free. Some of you all can have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart, but that fire is raising up in you and it's making you feel better, right? You have this childlike exuberance. Like, you know what? I feel like I have a second wind. It's not even with sarcasm. It's not shade. It's not sarcasm. It's just like, you know what? That person was just draining. They were just draining on my energy, and I feel so much better. Excuse me, Virgo, but what I don't want you to do is start feeling guilty because you feel better. When you balance out your energy, it may feel strange at first because you're in this new chapter of your life. It may feel strange and new, like, man, I'm gonna have to leave some people behind, but I feel so much better. I'm sleeping better. I don't feel like I'm in this, like I'm walking a tightrope with them anymore. Some of those relationships, right? So it's not with, it's not with the feeling of, good riddance, not that kind of feeling. It's more of like, I got to make a firm decision. I don't even feel indecisive about it anymore. I know that the person has gone through a lot in their lives. I already know their backstory, but I have to do what's best for me. I need to just move on. I'm only focusing on balance in my life, not being out of balance. And them in my life causes out of balance. Here we have clean your space. This is why I like to shuffle the cards in front of you all. This is what you're only interested in right now, is cleaning your own space, right? So no, you don't feel guilty. You don't feel sad. You don't feel hurt. None of those things. And if you currently feel that way, I'm trying to help to encourage you. Clean your energy space and you're going to feel a whole lot better. I'm telling you. But again, we have Pluto that's retrograde, which is the death rebirth planet that's encouraging everybody to declutter, very much like you do spring cleaning in your house, Virgos. When you go take out the things that the clothes that you don't wear anymore, the appliances that you don't use anymore. If they're you think, okay, if they're gently used, maybe I can donate them, but they're not coming back into your house. And some of those things that you're cleaning out just going to go straight in the trash, right? But nevertheless, they're all leaving your house, and you're not going to go back to reclaim them. You're not going to go dig through the trash to go put the trash back in your house. You're not going to go back to the Salvation Army or Goodwill and repurchase the things that you donated. That would be foolish, right? So it's the same thing with some of these relationships. You're not going to go back and dig out fear, doubt, frustration, none of those things from the trash. You've already gotten those things out of your spiritual house, so you're not going to go back and get those things. Very much like you're not going to go back and try to reclaim some of those relationships that fell by the wayside because they left you feeling out of balance. So you're not interested in unequally yoked friendships or any type of relationship, and that's what I have for you. So continue cleaning your space, your energy space, both inside your physical house and also your spiritual house. That's what I have for you, Virgos. Bye.